If Antarctica melted completely, the world would be unrecognizably transformed. Antarctica holds nearly 60% of the planet's fresh water locked up as ice, and if all of it melted, global sea levels would rise by about 60 to 70 meters. This would drown almost every major coastal city on Earth: New York, London, Shanghai, Mumbai, Sydney, and many more, reducing them to underwater ruins. Coastal plains that currently support hundreds of millions of people, like those in Bangladesh, Florida, and the Netherlands, would vanish beneath the waves. Entire nations, such as island countries in the Pacific, would be erased from the map. Humanity would be forced to retreat inland, leading to unprecedented migration crises and fierce competition for the remaining habitable land. The climate would change dramatically as well. Right now, Antarctica's bright, icy surface reflects much of the sun's heat back into space, helping keep the Earth cool. Without it, the planet would absorb much more heat, accelerating global warming. Rising temperatures would not only make summers scorching in many parts of the world, but also disrupt global weather systems. Ocean currents like the Gulf Stream, powered in part by cold, dense Antarctic waters, could slow or even stop, throwing rainfall patterns into chaos. This might bring devastating droughts to some regions and unending floods to others, destabilizing agriculture worldwide. Global food shortages would follow, threatening billions with hunger. Ecosystems would collapse in many areas. As seas swallowed coastlines, countless species would lose their habitats. Coral reefs, already stressed by warming oceans, would disappear under rising waters. Animals adapted to cold climates, such as penguins and seals that depend on Antarctic ice, would struggle to survive. Meanwhile, diseases previously trapped in ancient ice could be released into the environment as the permafrost vanishes, potentially exposing humanity to viruses unseen for tens of thousands of years. The economic and political consequences of a melted Antarctica would be catastrophic. Cities worth trillions of dollars would be destroyed, supply chains disrupted, and millions of people displaced. Governments would struggle to maintain order in the face of collapsed infrastructure and mass migrations. Wars over food, water, and resources could erupt further, destabilizing human civilization. On the other hand, some regions, like parts of Siberia or Greenland, might become fertile and more habitable, drawing new populations and transforming geopolitics. In short, a world without Antarctica's ice would be hotter, stormier, hungrier, and far more dangerous. Humanity's survival would depend on its ability to adapt quickly, cooperate globally, and innovate solutions to crises we have never faced before. While scientists emphasize that such a total melt would likely take thousands of years if warming continued unchecked, even partial melting is already reshaping coastlines today. Antarctica's fate is tied to humanity's choices, and whether we control climate change now or face its most extreme consequences in the distant future,